Oh, what's going on, guys? It is Ink by Gaming here, bringing you back to another episode of Pokemon Surprise Trade Sundays. We didn't have one last week because of the holiday. So we are going to do the Smeargles today. Get me out of this pose. We got our Smeargles here. We have the one that we bred from. It has perfect IVs, and it is a shiny, so we get to see the shiny version of it. But this is all we have. They are between Technician and own Tempo, all up in special attack. No, up in speed, lower in special attack. So we are gonna dive right into the trading. I didn't set up the internet for this one. Not all set up at all. Okay, I don't want to see the news thing. Alright, so get our first one underway. As always, we are going to learn about our Smeargles today. Like I said, the reason why I picked Smeargle, because it's one that you really don't hear too much on, like, information on, and I would like to learn a bit about Smeargle. Smeargle would have been perfect for Easter, but again, too much was going on, to where I couldn't record it. Smeargle, I feel like if Easter was in the Pokemon world, he'd be the one to, like, paint eggs, because that's kind of what he does, is paint. But I think that would be something he would do. Smeargle, which in Japanese is Doble, D-O-B-L-E, Doble, is a normal type Pokemon introduced in Generation 2. It is not known to evolve into any form other than any other Pokemon, which, again, we still have had a few Pokemon from Generation 2 to get some evolutions most recently. Between Stantler, we also have Girafarig, got an evolution, Dunsparce. Next up is Smeargle. Smeargle can totally get one, which also, with Legend Z coming out, so could get another form and or a Mega. Smeargle was best known for his ability Sketch, which permanently copies the last move used by the opponent. Due to this, it can legitimately have any move in the Pokemon game except for Chatter, Struggle, and Shadow moves. Though it can alert Dark Void or Hyperspace Fury, it cannot use those moves, as they can only be used by specific Pokemon. As a result of this, it can pass on any egg move to any Pokemon in any field group egg group. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Okay, we have Smeargle, the Painter Pokemon, Pokedex number 235. It has between Technician and Own Tempo. Its hidden ability, which is Moody. It is a 50-50 on the male and female. Catch rate is 45, which is 11.9%. Its field group is egg group is field. Its hatch time is 20 cycles. Its height is 3 foot 11 inches, which is 1.2 meters. Its weight is 127.9 pounds, or 58.0 kilograms. He is a very heavy Pokemon. For something so small, so heavy. It base experience from generations to previous generation, 106. In this generation, it is 88 for the base experience yield. Leveling rate is fast. It has its EV yield in speed. Its Pokédex color is white, and its base friendship is 70. Alright, so we're down to the biology. Smeargle is a bipedal beagle-like Pokemon with white and brown fur. It has a long tail with an end that resembles a paintbrush. This paintbrush oozes with paint, and color of paint may vary from each Smeargle, as well as they change in hue to corresponding to its emotions. Oh, we got a shiny Umbreon here, but that is indeed one of those website Pokemon. Plus, I already have a shiny Umbreon, so I'll be giving that one back out. Sprites from the games depict green, brown, red, while the anime shows yellow and blue. Smeargle, it has a footprint on its back that is the same color as the tip of its tail. The mark is placed on a Smeargle's back as a sign of adulthood. Smeargle also has a round structure on its head with a point that resembles a barrette. Its floppy brown ears and brown collar on its neck. The rings encircling Smeargle's eyes are also brown, and Smeargle's eyelids. Its arms have 2 brown bands, and its legs have only 1. Each of its limbs has 3 digits. So on its feet and front paws, they have 3. Smeargle uses its paints to mark its territory. I would have laughed if we got a shiny Eevee right after a shiny Umbreon. Marks its territory. There are over 5,000 known different marks that Smeargle uses. Each Smeargle's tail is predetermined by the mysterious fluid secreted from its tail. There are Smeargle's fanatics who will pay big money to own one. It can also use its signature move Sketch to copy moves of other Pokemon. Smeargle is the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Sketch. Smeargle is often found in urban areas that are filled with graffiti. Alright, scrolling on down. Wait a second. Did Smeargle not make an appearance in the anime? Because there is no anime thing. Hold on 1 second. We're gonna continue to trade. I'm gonna take... I'm gonna copy and paste this and look it up. Come on, stop being slow. Okay, copy. Go to searching this. Paste. Let's see if it made an appearance, because there's no things. I don't know why it's not showing any. There apparently is a bunch of times that it showed up. Unless there were, no, they weren't ones that were banned. Or maybe they were ones that were scrapped? I don't know. I've never heard these ones, and I don't know. I don't know why it's not in the Bulbapedia page, but I guess we skip it. Unless this Pokemon's like very not known and they really didn't care about putting the information there. Because I'm telling you, it's not there. Like, it's usually you scroll down and it tells you, but the Pokedex entry stuff is there instead. Like, there's the NPC in-game characters thing, but I don't really think we care too much about that. Man, apparently Smeargle didn't make a ton of appearances in the game either. That's kind of funny that such a Pokemon you don't have in-game. Like, the games that it says is Pokemon Mystery Dungeons. After rescuing Smeargle from the Howling Forest, it will join your team and change the rescue base upon request. Pokemon Channel, Smeargle appears in a television program called Smeargle's Art Study. And Black 2, White 2, a unique Smeargle with a bow tie appears opposing sides of the Love and Battle series, whatever that means. Like I said, I guess we have no appearances in the anime, I guess. Okay, so from Pokedex entries, Gold, a special fluid oozes from the tip of its tail, and it paints fluids everywhere to mark its territory. For Silver, once it becomes an adult, it tendency to let its comrades plant footprint. It has a tendency of let its comrades paint footprints on its back. What? What? That it has many of them do that? Oh, it's gonna evolve. Well, we've got a Phantup evolving on screen. Pokemon Crystal, the color of its mystery fluids secrete from its tail is predetermined for each Smeargle. In Stadium 2, a special fluid oozes from the tip of the tail, and it paints fluids everywhere to mark its territory. Okay, in Ruby and Sapphire, Smeargle marks the boundaries of its territory using the fluid that leaks from out of its own tail. Over 5,000 different marks left by this Pokemon have been found. In Emerald, a Smeargle marks its territory by the fluids leaked on its tail. Well, same thing as, why didn't they just loop them together? They say the same exact thing from Ruby and Sapphire. In Fire Red, once it becomes an adult, it has a tendency to let comrades paint footprints on its back. Leaf Green talks about the special fluids. Diamond and Pearl. In Platinum, it marks its territory with its tail. Heart Gold, Soul Silver say the same thing as before. Nothing new. Trying to see if anything new. Okay, in Moon says something different. It draws symbols over a place and marks its territory. The towns with many Smeargle are walls covered in graffiti. Ultra Sun, the fluid in a Smeargle's tail secretion change in the intensity of its hue, and this Pokemon's emotion changes. Ultra Moon, it draws symbols with fluids from its tail. Depending on the symbol, Smeargle fanatics will pay big money for them. A shiny Ditto. Okay, let's continue on. And Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, about the 5,000 different marks. Nothing new in either Scarlet or Violet. Alright, so we have the in-game locations on where to catch them. Gold, Silver, and Crystal. The Ruins of Alph is where you can get a Smeargle. Ruby and Sapphire, it was a trade from the previous games, I assume, or an event Pokemon. Emerald, Artisan Cave. In Fire Red Leaf Green, it was a trade and or event. In Coliseum Snag'em Hideout, it was a shadow one. XD was a trade. Diamond and Pearl routes 212 of north of the Poke Radar. And Platinum, it was routes 208 and 212 north Poke Radar. Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Ruins of Alph or Safari Zone in Plains default with 3 forest points, whatever that means. Pal Park, which is in the field. Black and White, it was on routes 5 in a storm. Black 2, White 2, it was a trade and or event. Dream World, Pokemon Cafe Forest, or Spooky Manor. X and Y, Route 7, and Friend Safaris of Normal. In Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it was a trade or event. Sun and Moon, Routes 2. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, on Routes 2. And Let's Go. Alright, games now are in Sword and Shield. Came back in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Routes 212. Legends was not in that. Scarlet and Violet only came towards once we had the DLC, which can be found in the Savannah biome, Coastal biome, Torchlit Labyrinth, Canyon biome, Chargestone Cavern, and Polar biome. Basically anywhere in the Blueberry Academy you can find these things. Alright, and I'm gonna read, since we didn't get any anime information, I'm gonna read the list for the gamed events. For this first one, it looks like it was a Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Fire Red, Leaf Green one that was distributed from April 22 to May 8th of 2006. It was in Japan. It was Gather More Pokemon 6 campaign Smeargle. There is a whole list from Black 2, White 2 of the 2013 World Championship Smeargle. It was released an event in Canada. It was also, well, it was in English, French, German, Italian, Japanese, Korean, and Spanish. So it was a bunch of regions. X, Y, and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Pokemon Expo Gym Smeargle, which is Japanese region, which was online. Oh, I didn't read what the black and white one. It was August 10th to the 11th. Man, only one day to be able to get it in 2013. To be able to get the Japanese region one, it was November 19th, 2015 to May 31st of 2016. Okay, and also in-game, if well, it says for the events, they were given silk scarf. I don't know why I said silk scarves. That's to boost normal type moves, which makes no sense why you would want it, because Smeargle has Sketch, which doesn't do any damage. Man, Smeargle's stats are not that great either. Maybe that's why it's not really used a lot. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the usage these days are of Smeargle. But its HP is 55. Its attack is 20. Defense is 35. We also have... Oh, why'd I hit B? Why'd I hit B? Alright, defense of 35, special attack of 20, special defense 45, and speed of 75. So, having speed boosting natures is actually good for it. Its effective char, normally damaged by normal, flying, poison, ground, rock, bug, steel, fire, water, grass, electric, psychic, ice, dragon, and dark and fairy. It is weak to fighting, and it is immune to ghosts, resistant to nothing. It does not have a learn set. By level up, it only gets sketch. It can't learn any TMs, nor nothing by breeding. But can breed down, apparently, egg moves. So, there is that. That was it. We do have... Oh, wait a second. Never mind. Why is the anime stuff down here? I thought... For a minute there, I thought Bulbapedia was losing its mind. Apparently it is losing its mind because it put everything down at the bottom. I don't know why it did that. Maybe more information on the bottom, less on the top? I'd be guessing, I guess. Trying to get... Sorry. Trying to get my shot. No, because that was slowly approaching me. Sorry. Pardon me. Okay. Smeargle debuted in Pikachu and Pichu. It was a part of the Pichu Brothers Pichu Posse. It also appeared in the episode of Pokemon Chronicles. I'm assuming that it made its debut in the movie. The movie, I guess. Oh, 3 Smeargle made their main series debut in Art of Pokemon under the ownership of Jack Pollockson. The Smeargle were vandalizing the town of Whitestone. In an effort to spread Pollockson's art, became target of Team Rocket, as always back in the day. We also had in Crystal Clear Sleuthing. Apparently, this was in a Lowland Detective one. In Sun and Moon series. Smashing with Sketch was another one. And the Power of Us, I believe one of the trainers had a Smeargle as well. The minor appearances, which there is a lot of minor appearances. All Things Bright and Beautyfly. Gonna Rule the School. The Unbeatable Lightness of Seeing. Getting a pre-contest titters. Garatin and the Sky Warrior. Kalos, Where Dreams and Adventures Begin. And also Blistery Centaloon Gym. Clement's Got a Secret. Jolting Switcheroo. We also Awakening the Sleeping Giant. Mega Evolution Special 1. Battle of by Any Name. Heroes Friends in Fox Alike. Cave of Trials. Dreaming of a Performer's Dream. Let's see. A Performance Pop Quiz. Giga Battle with Mega Results. Party Deancipates. Masterclass Choice. League of His Own. First Day of the Rest of Your Life. Till We Compete Again. Alola, A New Adventure. Shocking A Grocery Run. One Journey Ends, Another Begins. Getting the Band Back Together. A Glaring Rivalry. Scurrying the Future. Battling on Wing. A Final Four. Thank You Alola. The Journey Continues. Sword and Shield. Slumbering Wield. And apparently in the new one, Quaxley, We Can Do It. Okay, so I don't know why this one is completely out of place, but we do have the Ashes Pokedex here in episode 119. I believe it was probably the Golden Silver era. Ashes Pokedex said Smeargle, the painter Pokemon, colored fluids ooze from its tails, which they use to mark their territory and express themselves. In Sun and Moon, episode 66, Rotom Phone said, Smeargle, the painter Pokemon, a normal type, Smeargle uses the liquids on its that come out of its tail and makes unique marks to establish its territory. Okay, yeah, I don't know why this one was all over the place, but we have the trivia, the origin, all that other stuff. Alright, let's get the next one underway. Due to its signature move Sketch, Smeargle can legitimately know almost any move, giving the number of destructions. Smeargle can pass down egg moves, the combination of any Pokemon, in the field group. This is important in generations 2 through V, when only the father could pass down egg moves. Hidden in Power, evaluating NPCs cannot identify the type of Smeargle's hidden ability or hidden power, even if Smeargle possesses the move, due to being unable to use the TM for it. A shiny Pikachu. Nice. And it has Surf, so a surfing one. Prior of Generation 1X, Smeargle was able to use Sketch on Hyperspace Fury, Dark Void, starting in Pokemon Sun and Moon, but the moves would always fail when used by the Pokemon other than Hoopa Unbound and Darkrai representatively. Why did they allow it to be able to sketch the move if it couldn't use it? Smeargle is the only Pokemon capable of learning the same move by level up more than 4 times, because you can learn Sketch for 4 times, because so you can be able to get moves on your Smeargle. Some Pokemon have the same move available at level 1 as well as by leveling up. Smeargle has the same move available 10 times as it levels up. 10 times, so I'm assuming that every 10 levels it can get Sketch back. That's what you're telling me. In Pokemon Mystery Dungeons, Red Rescue and Blue Rescue Team, mission Smeargle's dissipated plea. Even though the Smeargle refuses to have a paw painted onto its back, the paw paint is nonetheless present on its sprite. Minor. See, they should have. People were gonna catch on to that. If it said no, you know, you should have just made the sprite to where it didn't have it. In Pokemon Coliseum, in Pokemon XD, Gale of Darkness, Smeargle's tail has a red tip on the normal coloration instead of green one, and a brown tip on the shiny coloration, which is the same shown in Generation 2 despite games being a part of Generation 3. In Pokemon Stadium 2, Smeargle can have either blue, red, or green backs and tails depending on the IV stats. Because of it's only ever capable of learning Sketch by level up, being unable to learn TMs or HM moves, Smeargle has both the smallest and the largest move pool out of any Pokemon. Well, yeah, the smallest because it only has the one move. And then biggest because it can learn any move. Alright, next one. Okay, its origin. Smeargle appears to be based on a beagle, or a painter. Beagle and a painter. Its tail is used as a paintbrush. Its head looks like it's wearing a beret, and the hat is often associated with painters. And its footprint stamped on its back is a form of art. Oh, we're just getting nothing but shinies today. Oh, it must be holding a King's Rock. I was like, how is this evolving? So we got two shiny evolutions on screen. I'm gonna send this out because we're almost done with learning about Smeargles. I did learn a bit about Smeargle. For a minute there, I thought Smeargle didn't have any anime into it. No, it's not this one. It's this one. Put away in bag. Put away in bag. Put away in bag. And put away in bag. Okay, go out. Go in. Put you here. You here. You there. You there. And so far, I do not see any Pokemon from... Well, definitely you. You were a part of the DLC. So we got that. Its name origin we got here. Smeargle may be the combination of a Smear and Beagle. Double, it's Japanese, is a combination of dog and Dabo, or doodle. May also be derived of double, Spanish for double, possibly referring to Smeargle's ability to copy moves. Okay, so we are now at almost the end. I do want to say thank you to all you guys if you've made it to here in the episode. I want to thank all you guys because we finally hit our goal of 300 subscribers. It's very much appreciated. We are going to have our next goal in a video coming out soon. It's just I did try and record one thing and the video didn't record right, so I'm gonna try and do something else for a video. So hopefully it records properly. But with that video, we will be able to find out the next subscriber goal for the channel. Was that a shiny? It wasn't a shiny. But like I said, thank you guys so much. It means a lot to me because when I started this channel, I didn't think I was going to get any subscribers. I thought it was just going to be most of my friends, and that was going to be it. But as I see as more and more Fortnite videos went up, more and more people were viewing and more people were subscribing. So some of you are probably here on just the Fortnite stuff. But like I say, the Fortnite stuff will always be a part of the channel because I do like playing Fortnite. Sometimes I do hate doing it because I die within the first, like, 5 seconds of getting into a match. But I've been trying to do better on just recording the stuff to where I actually do well in the matches and not just be like... Because in the past, I would record an episode and it would just be one match of me doing poorly and not doing any good. So what I've been trying to do is getting some good ones and just posting those. Which I have. The one that did very well was the Peely that was the... He looked like a Spartan Peely. It got like 1,000 point... It was 1.4k of views, which got like 12 subscribers from that. And it was just... amazing. But yeah, just to keep getting getting these subscribers will help the channel out, because we are getting closer and closer to where I can make this, I would say like a career in a way, be able to make myself some money, maybe be able to quit my job and do this full time, maybe, wink wink. But for now, it's obviously gonna keep job, because it pays the bills. But like I said, pretty soon you will get the next sub goal. And the next thing I'm gonna do, if it doesn't record properly, I'll figure something out. There is going to be, I'm gonna announce it here, because somebody asked me to do it. If anybody's remembered the Smash or Pass on the Pokemon, there was I only was able to go up until I think Sword and Shield in that video. So I think I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo the whole entire thing, but because I found a different website that has it to be able to do the Smash or Pass, but also has Megas, I believe, alternate forms, and it goes all the way to, I believe, Scarlet and Violet. Because I think the thing said 1,000 something Pokemon, which hopefully that is the number I'm looking for. But I did see that it has Megas in it, so that will help, solidify that. Who knows? There might be changes to my thoughts on the Smash or Pass on who I previously picked. But yeah, there's that going to be coming out. There's a few other things that I've been thinking about doing, which we'll have to see those when they come out. But yeah, I'm going to keep going on these projects. Is that another shiny that we're going to get? Because I just saw that was like M-Forge or something like that. Is that a shiny? I can't tell. Yeah, I was gonna say Monforge. Okay, so we got another shiny. I am gonna organize again. Well, actually, after this one, I should organize it. So there's the top row being traded away. We'll have this Charmander to trade, and then if there's another shiny that comes in, we'll have another one to trade. Alright, what is our final Pokemon gonna be? Another shiny. It was nothing but shinies today. Alright, get out of there. Let's get into the box. Let's get these items off these Pokemon. I probably have a ton of ability patches these days. I'm pretty sure I'm stocked up on Master Balls and ability patch, and whatever the other move of changing. The ability capsule. There we go. Okay, so we have a decent amount of Pokemon that are being traded back away. For these guys here. Okay, so we got a shiny Umbreon, a shiny Pikachu, a shiny Slowking, a shiny Trevenant, a shiny Ditto. We have the Elekid here. We have the shiny Charmander, shiny Golem. We have the Reuniclus, Eevee, Mankey, Chaudette, Mankey. Wait, do we have... Oh, we have two Mankeys. I was like, wait, did I read that twice? Dedenne. We also have a Tandemaus, a Graveyard, a Greedent, a Lechonk, a Dugtrio, a Seviper, a Dratini, a Floette, a Swabble, a Shroomish, a Ghastly, a Scyther, a Sneasel, Shelder, Meowth, and a Espeon. Oh, I completely forgot, which I gotta edit this in, because we need to get our next Pokemon for the next week. So once this loads in properly, on the website, I will pause the video and I'll get us into the website. Alright, be right back. Okay, so we have the wheel in front of us. We're going to spin the wheel. And it's going to be a dark type for this next week. Alright, so we're going to pause it again and we'll get to the choices. Okay, and the choices of Kanekami will be... No. No, we already did that. No. No. Is that it? Okay, you know what? I'll do a C dot. I know it's not dark type, but we'll do the first evolution to it. Unless I can get a bunch of is it Nuzleaf? If I get a bunch of them and evolve them, I'll see what I can do. If it becomes a pain in the butt, I'll just do the C dot. Alright, and what would the Blueberry Academy be? Alright, we have NK. One or the other. So I'm going to put up a poll both here and other places, and whoever wins will be next week's giveaway. So let's get back into the game. Okay, so there we go. We'll be trading away the rest of them, but I'll end my talking here. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Big time on the subscribe part. Let's see if we can hit our next goal a lot sooner than later. Well, let's see how that goes. But I'm going to end it here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time in the next video. Bye-bye.